Okay, so yesterday we practiced solving multi-step. It was the first time we had seen it because in 8th grade it's really multi-step and not 1 and 2 step. So multi-step means there's more than 2 steps. Well, really all we've covered is 3 steps. So there's only 3 steps in every equation that you're going to see again today, okay? So if I look at number 1, when you see a variable on both sides, my goal is to get the one that's on the right over to the left. So if I look at 3u, if I try to add 3u, it doesn't cancel. So we don't want to add 3u, we actually want to subtract 3u. And 8u minus 3u is 5u, where these 3's cancel, and I still have 35 on the right. Well, this is one of those special ones where the only thing I have left is multiplication. So the inverse of multiplying by 5 is to divide by 5. So u equals 35 divided by 5 is 7. Look at number 2. So if I see a variable on both sides, I'm going to move the one that's on the right over to the left. Well, if I try to add 20, it won't cancel out the 20s. So I actually want to subtract 20p. So those cancel. 14 minus 20 is negative 6p. I still have minus 8, and I still have 22 on that side. So now it's a 2-step equation that we've been practicing. So before I can divide by negative 6, I need to take care of the subtraction. The opposite of subtracting 8 is to add 8. So negative 6p, the 8's cancel. 22 plus 8 is 30. Now that I have multiplication, the inverse of multiplying is to divide by negative 6. And 30 divided by negative 6 is negative 5. I'm just going to practice that over and over again. So number 3, since I have z on both sides of the equal sign, I want to move the 9z over to the left. Well, if I try to add 9z, then it's not going to cancel. So we want to actually subtract 9z, and those cancel. But what's tricky here is there's nothing in front of z, and a lot of people assume that it's just 0. But if it was 0z, then it wouldn't be a z at all. It would be gone. So there's an invisible 1 there. Well, 1 minus 9 is negative 8z. I still have plus 81, and I still have negative 7. Well, now I take care of addition. The opposite of adding 81 is to subtract 81. So I have negative 8z, the 81's cancel. Negative 7 minus 81 is negative 88. Now that I have multiplication, I can divide by negative 8. So negative 88 divided by negative 8 is positive 11. Number 4, if I see the variable on the right side, I want to move it to the left. Well, normally we think, oh, let's subtract 16, but negative 16 minus 16 doesn't cancel because they're the same sign. So the opposite of subtracting it is to add. We're actually going to add 16w, so that way those cancel out. So I have 39, negative 12 plus 16 is positive 4w equals, and I still have 7 on the right. Remember, this is one of those strange ones where I have the 39 in front, okay? So it's pretty similar. So if I try to add 39, there's no way that's going to cancel. So I actually want to subtract 39. So I have 4w equals 7 minus 39 is negative 32. And then I'm going to divide by 4. Negative 32 divided by 4 is negative, wish I knew that, 8, negative 8. So that one's a very strange one. That's probably the toughest one that we see. If I look at number 5, number 5 is a tricky one. I have the 18t on the right side, so I actually want to move it over to the left by subtracting it, because if I try adding 18t, it doesn't cancel. But what happens here is I cancel that out, and 5 minus 18 is negative 13t. I still have minus 26, and then you look on the right side and nothing's left. That means it's 0. Well, now it's a 2-step, so I'm going to add 26, because the opposite of subtracting is adding, and I have negative 13t equals 26, and then I'm going to divide by negative 13. 26 divided by negative 13 is negative 2. Number 6, if I have this negative 8v on the right side, if I want to move it over, I don't want to subtract 8v because then it wouldn't cancel. So I'm actually going to add 8v. So now they cancel. Negative 15v plus 8v is negative 7v. I still have minus 40 and I still have 23. Now it's a simple two-step. So next I'm going to take care of my subtraction by adding 40. Negative 7v equals 23 plus 40 is 63. Now to take care of that multiplication, I'm going to divide by negative 7. So v equals 63 divided by negative 7 is negative 9. Two more. If I look at number 7, so if I want to move the 2x over to the left, if I try adding 2x, it doesn't cancel. So I have to subtract 2x. So I have 63. Now remember, if there's not a number in front of x, there's an invisible 1. Well, negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3x. These x's canceled on the right, and I still have positive 3. Now, be careful here, the 63, even though I see subtraction here between 63 and 3, if I try adding 63, it doesn't cancel. So I want to subtract 63. So I have negative 3x equals 3 minus 63 is negative 60. Now I can divide by negative 3. So negative 60 divided by negative 3 is positive 20. So that one's a little strange. Last one on this. So if I want to move the 8n over, I've got to do the opposite and do minus 8n, because if I try to add 8n, it doesn't cancel. So if I subtract 8n, 3 minus 8 is negative 5n. I still have plus 46, and I still have 1. Now to take care of the addition, I'm going to subtract 46. So those cancel, and negative 5n equals 1 minus 46 is negative 45. Now I can divide by negative 5. So n equals negative 45 divided by negative 5 is positive 9.